What is going on mga parekoys, at welcome back naman po sa akin channel. And for today's video, we are going to make just a quick review po sa pinakabagong motor na nirelease ni Yamaha para sa atin. We're going to make some, review or discuss the things that what's on the bike itself. So before we continue mga pare ko, sa mga bagong viewers ko dyan, sa mga bagong hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, consider subscribing today because we're going to make a lot of motorcycle talks. We're going to make video tutorials and other things about motorcycle or whatsoever vlogs. So if you're new here, consider subscribing today. Click that notification bell para ma-notify din kayo for the next video. We are going to talk more on the newest Yamaha bike that launches recently, just couple of days doon sa Thailand. At ang bike na to ay one of their classy bikes na giproduce ni Yamaha. Ito ay Yamaha XSR 155. So ano bang Yamaha XSR 155? So this is actually the lower cc bike of XSR 700 at XSR 900 cc bikes. So this type of bike is actually a vintage type of bike with a modern technology, or also known as a cafe racer type of bike. But in this case, Yamaha puts all together the classy type, the vintage looks, into a modern bike. So pag-uusapan po natin ang mga features ng bike na ito. We're just going to do a quick review about this bike. Alright, so number one review about this bike. Number one feature about this bike, the looks. So sa nakikita niyo sa picture na ipapop up ko sa screen, you can see na very classical type of bike. It has a circular headlight, a circular taillight. The bikes or the bike wheels are actually a dual sports, which is very good for off-road or rough road and just main road. Right, so aside from the looks mga pare ko, it also has a very sleek seat, which is a very classical and a vintage type of design. So very neat and very interesting. Right, aside from that mga pare ko is yung technology ng bike na ito. Before we jump into the engine itself, pag-uusapan po natin ang technology na nilagay ni Yamaha dito sa bike na ito. So we all know na it is a lower cc bike ng XSR 900 at XSR 700. However, they made some changes po. And one of the things about the bike, the technology about the bike, is its LEDs. So all of the lights ng bike na ito is operated in LED lights. So headlight, from headlight to taillight, signal light, so it's all LED po mga pare ko's. And well, the headlight is also circular headlight, at saka yung taillight is circular. Sa nakita nyo sa video or sa picture na ipapap po sa screen, nasa ibabaw yung low at nasa ibaba yung high beam. Right. So aside from the lights, sa nakikita nyo po sa panel dashboard niya, if we are going to throw back, if we going to look back the bikes before, di ba naka-circular yung bilog yung analog niya or yung panel dashboard niya. In this case, yes, it is still a circular panel dashboard. However, this is not an analog type na panel dashboard. It is fully operated a digital panel dashboard mga parekers. Your gear indicator, your RPM indicator, or ano pa, yung fuel gauge niya, or iba pa. So it's all in digital mga parekers. Aside from that, is meron po siyang kickstarter, meron po siyang key starter switch, Meron po siyang hazard. I'm not quite sure with the hazard light. Pero, what I'm sure about is, it has na po, let's see. It is a pillion footrest, electric start already, pass light, and angel kill switch. So, those are the technologies, or those are the features that this bike has. Alright? So, aside from that, mga pare ko, let's talk about, the engine, or what could this bike brings us in the road. Yung power niya at yung top speed niya. Top speed ng motor na ito. Well, actually, it's a very good news kasi yung engine ng bike na ito is actually an engine that an R15 version 3 uses. So, the engine has a VVA. I'm not like quite sure about the meaning of VVA, but I'm just gonna pop that one in the screen. So, it has already a VVA. Aside from the VVA, it already has a 6-gear transmission. So, naka 6-gear na po itong motor na to, which is a very, very, very advanced, or, well, greatly built na machine from Yamaha, of course. Alright, so aside from that is, final drive niya is chain. So, naka-chain siya, hindi po siya belt. And, again, this is, yeah, yun yung importante, yung engine kasi. Yung engine is more likely about, it's very similar. It's very similar with R15 version 3. Alright, so aside from that is, about top speed. Ito po yung pinaka-viral or one of the most vital na topic sa pagmumotor. Ano bang top speed nitong motor na to? O ano kaya nga abutin ng motor na to? Or whatsoever. Right, so what is the top speed about the bike? So, from the factory top speed or from the Yamaha itself, it could reach up to 135 kilometers per hour, mga pare ko. So, ganun siya kabilis. It's 3 lesser than the Yamaha Snapper because Yamaha Snapper can reach 137 to 138 kilometers per hour, mga pare ko. So, well, not bad because this is not an underbone. This is not an underbone bike, no? We can definitely differentiate two bikes, underbone at itong standard bike na ito. So everything is all clear, mga pare ko. Aside from that, let's proceed with the braking system ng bike na ito. Well, it may vary sa bansa nyo. Because Thailand, I'm not really quite sure if they release an ABS type na braking system. But in Thailand, they have an ABS or a non-ABS. Sa India, they will have or they will resist an ABS type. I'm not quite sure about that. But from what I have read, they will release two types, the ABS and the non-ABS type of XSR 155. And dito naman sa Pinas, well, we don't have any news yet, but well, let's see how it goes. Pero those are the things. It could have an ABS or an ABS type of braking system, which is very good. Because yung both rear brake or front brake at rear brake niya is naka-disc brake pala. So, before I forget that. Anyway, aside from that is yung absorber dito, yung shock absorber dito. Front telescopic are actually upside down. And I've heard India will release just a regular or conventional fork instead. However, its its rear absorber, shock absorber is actually a mono shock. Just like the MT-15, I'm not mistaken, just like Sniper 150, naka mono shock. Which means just the single shock absorber lang siya. Right. So aside from that, mga pare ko's, there are also things that I have to discuss about this bike, and one of which is the fuel, the fuel capacity nito. The fuel capacity ng bike na ito is actually 10 liters, mga pare ko's. That is very good, no? However, Yamaha could, provide a bigger tank. Fuel tank, no? But 10 liters is not bad. It is a very good with the design itself. So, naging fit siya doon sa standard or ng classification ng bike niya. 10 liters is good, not bad, but they could have done it bigger or whatsoever. So, aside from that, mga pare ko, aside from the fuel capacity niya, by the way, before I forget, yung tires ng XSR 155cc, mga pare ko, is 110 doon sa harap at 140 doon sa likod. So, however, in the article that I've read about releasing it to India, they will actually change the front tire to 100 instead of 110. So Thailand, they have the 110 dash 17 na gulong, at sa rear na gulong niya is 140 dash 17. Okay, so that is I think that is one of the things that we're going to tackle about this bike. And again, the seat is very classic, no? It's very classy, so very a cafe racer type of bikes. It's very wonderful. The key thing about this, or it's just that the difference between this bike from MT-15, it's about its looks, because the MT-15 is, you know, it's just very a sporty type of bike, then must is a short seat height. Di pareha ng XSR 155 is quite little higher from MT-15 seat height. But anyway, I am going to make a different video about the comparison of Yamaha MT-15 versus Yamaha XSR 155 versus Honda CB 150. So I'm gonna make another video about that, and I hope you can subscribe today para ma-notify kayo for the next video. And yep, don't forget that notification bell, by the way. Okay, so I guess that's all. That is all about the Yamaha XSR 155cc. And lastly, before I forget it, the release date of that bike dito sa Pinas, dito sa Philippine soil, right? Sad to say, I don't really want to provide, you know, bad news for you guys. This is not bad, this is a good news. However, it's not happening yet, right? So the release date of this bike dito sa ating bansa is not yet, hindi pa sinasabi ni Yamaha when. However, sa India, they already have projected it by the end of this year, or by February, there will be an auto show doon sa India, and they're going to launch that bike doon sa India. Sa Thailand, available na po ito sa Thailand. And price. So yeah, before I forget, price. What's the price of this bike? Ito lang masasabi ko, mas mahal pa yung R15 version 3 kaysa nitong XSR 155. So, as what we have projected over the over the news or some of the articles about this bike, it is more around 10,000 peso difference from the R15 na version 3. So, medyo mas mahal talaga yung, may kamahalan talaga yung R15 version 3. Kasi nga, again, sport type na bike, tas meron ng advanced feature din ang bike. Right. But anyway, this vintage type or cafe racer type na bike is worth the budget. Yamaha pa rin, mga tolls. Revs your heart. Right. Again, that's all. I guess we're all done for today, and I hope you have learned something about this bike. If you have any suggestions, kung meron kayong comments, meron kayong ideas na gusto nyong iparinig sa akin, just comment those down below at itatakol ko yan. I'll reply to your messages as soon as possible. And again, sa mga bagong viewers ko dyan, sa hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, mga tol, mga pare ko, don't forget to hit that notification bell again. Subscribe today, kasi meron ako mga different videos, like motorcycle tutorials, how to install rear set, how to install, how to wire wiring diagram ng auxiliary lights and whatsoever. So you can click that subscribe button, click that bell button para ma-notify kayo. Visit my channel. There's a lot of videos that I can offer you. So, para lalaki din tayo mga pare guys. And I can provide you more details in the future. And finally, we're all done. Thank you, and we'll see you around. Peace out.